Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and comparison, we are going to be doing the full comparison between Studio Series 86 Bumblebee and the War for Cybertron Netflix Bumblebee. Now, I completely agree that this needed to be done. I suppose a quick explanation is that when I went to MCM Comic Con, I knew that I was going to be able to review the Dead, Brawn and Ratchet pack, but I was incredibly blown away, and still am, that Hasbro have allowed me to use this new Bumblebee figure to indeed do this video. So of course I wasn't prepared. So this video is going to solely focus on these two figures, but what I'm going to do very quickly, just in case anybody asks for any others, let's just bring in a few other ones. So this is the one that we saw that was there. This is the buzzworthy Bumblebee version. That is the current animated version that's only just come out as well. This is the Origin Bumblebee. So as I say, these are very quickly, just I'm going to take them away, bring them back in, etc. I'm going to focus on the two in question, to be honest. That, of course, is Generation 1. This is Power of the Primes. This is Classics. This isn't all the Bumblebees either, by the way, that I've got. This is just some to give you an idea of the size of them all. So that's them ones. Let's move these out of the way. And then we've got the Gamer Bumblebee, we've got the other buzzworthy Tiny Bumblebee, we've got the Generation 1 Pretender Bumblebee, and because he's massive, he can stand behind, that is the Reactivate Bumblebee. So there you go, just in case any other questions came up regarding that. So let's get the main two in question. So of course, the Netflix one comes with way more accessories, and indeed it's sort of a parts former, which of course we've got to be honest, it is. Let's have a look. Let's take away the blaster. So dimensions wise, they are pretty much, are they the same height? No, Studio Series is a fraction taller. So if we spin it to the side, we can obviously see that this part fits on the back. I would imagine it'd come off, but I think it'd be breaking it if you pulled it off, whereas this would normally, if it's not going to be used as a shield, this would be, wow, you can see how little I transform these figures. So that would be on the back if we're going to go for full on comparison. So if we spin it round to the side, the calves are much bigger here, whereas this is more the ankles, and they do cover up slightly different things. Obviously the wheels here fold in, whereas them are still visible on the side. If you turn it to this side, I think the arms are the same length, or pretty much the same. The arms are exactly the same length, you've just got a different forearm. That is a full rectangle. This one is obviously got a bit of a cutout in it, and I suppose of course most different is the chest, obviously. And again, that's because this, remember guys, I know it's coming under a lot of fire for not looking like a VW Beetle. That's because they haven't got the license. Nowhere on the packaging does it say that they've got the licensing for the VW car design. So granted, you know, it's not great because of that, but on the other hand, if you check out the animation, they also changed it quite a bit as well, because it again didn't have the license. Right, there they are in robot mode. Articulation though will be exactly the same. The arms will go out to the sides, etc. The heads will go all the way around, yep, which they do. Yeah, no issues there. And I suppose what we want to see, I said it'll go all the way around, but wow, that's stiff. Is there waist swivels? Yeah, full waist swivels on there. This is, I don't think I've actually transformed him. Right, there is them down there. The legs, to be fair, they look, no, they are different, aren't they? Quite a bit different. Right, let's get these guys into their alternate modes. I'm going to do that quickly off camera, bring them back, and we can have a look at them that way. Right, so here they are in their alternate modes. Apologies I didn't do the transformation process this way, but what I will do in a second is when we go back to robot, I will do it going backwards. I honestly completely forgot how to transform this guy, and it took me ages, so you wouldn't want to have watched that anyway. So obviously you can again tell with this that this is a Volkswagen Beetle, and of course I suppose if we want to pick point, which is exactly what we're looking to do, this doesn't look like a Volkswagen Beetle at all, but obviously this one, as we allude to him, as a parts former. So when we pop these on, I think, to be honest, I don't think there's a clear winner. They're both amazing figures in their own right. And again, it was just a joy to transform this guy, which I've not done, as I say, in so long. I don't think I've ever transformed this. I've just transformed other uses of the mold since I've brought him. Right, when it comes to accessories, again, there is no question that the Earthrise one wins hands down. That's because you've got all of these. You've got so many different ways that you can of course make this, use it as to power it up, use it to have, you know, skis, etc. And that's because of course it came from the cliff jumper mold. So the Great Big Bazooka, you know, there's no comparison at all with this little gun. The only way that this sort of wins, and in fact it's not even true, it doesn't even win because they're both the same, I was going to say, is the fact that you can store it whilst it's in its alternate mode, but you can of course as well have all of these attached various different ways. And of course, you know, you can bring this back, take this off, attach loads of different things. Now surprisingly, this is way bigger than this. This to me in alternate mode looks more like a bumble jumper or bumper, whatever you want to call him. There's a slight different color mismatch here, but again, this could be because it's a very early obviously piece. It's a, you know, it's not out at mainstream retail yet. The good thing is obviously they've both got independent wheels. They do go backwards and forwards. This one, some people won't like the translucent plastic on it. I like translucent plastic, so for me it is not an issue. This obviously doesn't, and again, I appreciate that the windows are black and they aren't blue like they were in the animation. This does have the two Autobot symbols on, which again, I know that it didn't have that on the roof in the animation either, but there you go. That's, I suppose, the difference is, you know, there is quite a lot. There's more detail to the back of this one. There's more detail, I think, on the front, and again, you know, you've got the official Volkswagen logos all over this, so that will explain exactly I suppose why they look so vastly different. So let's see if I can do this, A, without breaking anything, and B, without taking so long, just so we can see if there's any similar transformation points. So let's do it in stages, bit by bit, and I hope that this pretty much answers everybody's questions. And again, to reiterate, you know, I will get round to answering all questions on it. This is just something to do for fun. I do have a real daytime job as well, but I'll do my best to catch up with all the comments. So this comes off, this comes all the way out, and then, to be honest, let's have a look at this. We can separate this all the way. So there's the arms. So what have we got here? This does something very similar, I think. If we separate the roof and the arms there, open these doors up like so. So let's just pretty much get to the endoskeleton of these figures, the same as this. So this is all about the legs and how clever I think these legs are. So if you've seen the transformation process video that's separately uploaded, you can see now this is where they hide the Autobot logo in to the back of the shin like so. That rolls over there. This then folds down like so. That folds over that side of the door. This comes up. There's the Autobot logo that we've hidden away, and then this tabs there. So yes, the wheel is still there. Perhaps they could have folded it underneath, in all honesty, looking at this now. Obviously, for whatever reason, they didn't. Maybe we could ask them now. We've got the both of them in hand to do the same thing. So same principle. That folds out, this folds out, and then this folds around, and then that tabs on to here. So let's leave that part there. Let's see if I can remember this. Lift the head, move the arms, I think, out of the way, bring that around, and then if my memory serves me correct, that needs to go 180 degrees, and then we've got the legs. So I think this is the part that a lot of people were saying, the fact that you could do this on the Earthrise, you could fold the feet under, which yes you can, like so, and then that just wraps around and tabs in. So, you know, very different, but still similar. It sounds silly, it's a massive contradiction. No, it is very different but similar. So there's that part. We're going to then straighten up the chest here. This is going to push down, the head will come out, it will fit into there like so. So let's just get the head, leave the arms all over the place for now. So this is going to come, does this come forward? I can't remember. Oh, yes, it does. That is stiff. That's just hurt my hands. Fold that up. So yeah, we've got these crazy things going on with the arms still. This one, I like it. This one's pretty clever. Rotate around, tuck it back, and then that will fit in there. Then bring the arm down. So what you're doing is rotating it around, taking it back. That is killed my finger. It's really hurting. Bring that down, and then it's a case of tucking these two tabs into this. And as I said, more importantly, for the people who don't like parts formers, this 100%, which you can see, isn't. So there you go. That's him into his robot mode. Now this one, let's see if I can remember. That's going to fold there. Oh, that one's much simpler. That's just going to go in there like so. You've got them behind you, and then of course you can attach this via the tab that I'm not going to be able to get out now, because oh yes I can, I do have some nails, and then that's going to go into the back like so. Right, I hope that cleared up a few of the questions that people were asking or wanted to see. There you go. A huge again thanks to Hasbro for the loan of this figure to be able to complete this comparison for you guys, you know, before the figure comes out, and I suppose, you know, maybe to, you know, solidify your decisions if you want to get it or not, because I appreciate there's quite a few Bumblebees for you to choose out there. If it comes to accessories, obviously Earthrise wins. I think robot mode, though, that is definitely more screen accurate than, of course, this. Obviously the alternate mode, the Earthrise one wins hands down. Engineering wise, they're both very, very clever, but this one wins for the fact that it's all one piece. Please let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Take care.